ngayon, I am obviously at the Parañaque Speedway. Y'all know where this is if you've been following my vlogs. But where am I going? I am going to do an episode of Garage Visits. Ooh, yeah! I'm gonna give you some backstory on this episode of Garage Visits. Basically, you know, I'm a 90s kid. I grew up in the 90s listening to NU107. The thing back then was, you know, to be in a band. You know, pick up a guitar, start a band, start singing. Learn the power chords and start singing. I fortunately followed my dream of playing drums. And in the 90s, I looked up to two drummers in the local OPM scene. The first drummer was Harley Alarcon of POT. Y'all know POT. And Harley at one time came to a gig, I think it was at the LaSalle Fair or something, and he was carrying a helmet, and I was just like, damn, your name's Harley and you show up in a helmet? Second drummer, whom I grew up looking up to, is Zach Lucero. I never met Zach back in the 90s. Probably the only time I met him was when I waved by the NU107 station for a free sticker. And fast forward, I actually got to meet Zach in one of the gigs, and then he brought a helmet. So I was like, what? This guy's driving a motorcycle. And so we ended up talking motorcycles. So since then, every time I see Zach, it's always motor this, motor that, moto builds this, moto that, moto gear. But today it's Gakimoto. This episode of Garage Visits takes me back to the city of Parañaque, and I am featuring Zach's Garage! So hey, how's it going, Zach?
I'm good.
Hey.
Welcome.
Good. Yeah. So you have 3 bikes, but today you have like 4.
Yes.
Because you're doing a review. Your review's gonna be on Makina on Facebook.
Makina.
It's quite known on your Instagram and Facebook that you like to customize or chop. Which is, you know, in the Philippines, chop means to, like, you know, chop and customize and stuff like that. So let's get to know your bikes on a more personal level.
Okay, where do you want to start?
Let's start with your daily driver.
Okay, that would be this one. This is the
Yeah.
City 100B base bike. But this year, they came out with a City 100B which had a round headlight na. Which meant to me, for my purposes, it's just, you know, easier to fix. Basically, I changed the signal light, the handlebars. This one I did sa Chrome Dazzler. Basically, I stripped the paint and had copper look. Problem with copper though, this thing corrodes like in days.
Okay. Like, you have to polish it or no?
I had to spray paint. Yeah, I had to paint some clear on it just so that to slow down the corrosion. Like did this over in Commonwealth, then I like those guys because you can like sit around there, have a pizza, they're gonna finish stuff for you as long as walang tao. So go there on a Monday. Okay. This one from a Rouser. Yeah, sabi ko Bajaj naman eh, so yun, ka-family niya, so I put that there.
Ka-family?
Yeah, so ka-family.
This is what it looks like. Oh, you changed the gauge too.
Yeah, and this is off. Only because I changed the size of the tires and mags. So this is multiplied by 1.1.
Depending on the size.
Yeah.
So things to consider.
Has no electric start. That's why it's 39,000 pesos. So gotta kick it.
Kickstart. It's pretty good warmed up.
Yeah.
Because you just used this probably yesterday or something.
Yeah, but everyday use to one kick and it's good. Mm-hmm. So it sounds similar to that, a bit higher pitch.
Taking this one for a spin. Thanks so much for letting me take it for a spin. And this one shifts all down, so I'm not used to it. It's a little bit higher. because yeah, Zach's a tall guy. It's pretty cool, and I like this whole copper looking setting. My feet are like positioned up high. I don't know how he manages with his height. So now let's move on to your Motostar. But
Like
this
the green
one is, yeah, this is completely decked out.
Actually, this one is totally, it's different. If you notice, the test unit had 2 pipes going to each side. This
Yeah.
one is going to one side. This is stock black.
It's nice, huh?
The manifolds are also black. The headers. Ito lang yung pinalitan. If you notice, it's the same look with that
Yeah.
one. Kasi that's also from Thermalec. Seat, sina John. Integrated to. This is not expensive. It's less than 500 pesos. Have the signal light there, so you don't have anything sticking out of the rear. And powder coated this.
Yeah, I like that. Did you do that yourself?
No, I did it in Powder Coat Republic or something like that. It's in Taguig.
Oh,
They also
okay.
have a branch in Sukat.
But you painted your own tank. Is that
Yeah,
right?
yeah. This is super cheap. That's like 300, 200 pesos to do.
To get that done.
Yeah,
See,
it's not
300 bucks
expensive.
is done.
Ito rin, powder coat, it's not that expensive. So I like how that does that too.
Wow, it sounds meaner. It sounds meaner than the original one. To have the time to modify these Motostar cafes like this. Seriously, Zach, from the original one, it feels different, huh? I don't know if it's all in my head because I think it looks really like a hot bike. I like the way it feels. It's comfortable. It drives so nicely. If like on my Motostar Cafe review, I mean, I know I said a lot about the aesthetics, but considering the aesthetics now, I mean, wow. And the next one is
R90.
The
This one has
R90.
so many things done to it through the past year na ata. By Todi sa Kratos. It's made of aluminum, so that guy's really good at what he's doing. And then the pipe, I raised it up here, and then this one is done by T4 Sinamanggi mo over in Laguna. Then this one is also non-committal. This is basically I use plastic dip. Kasi ang style ko dito kasi plastic dip just peels. Sprayan ko rin ng matte clear to harden it up, so it's holding up really well. So this is like a dark charcoal gray. You know, when you're customizing, you just want to be different, diba? So a lot of R90s are going for classic retro look. So this one I'm being more experimental, in between, yun nga, robot-ish. Nahalong, what if I combine a bit of the robot and classic type? So this is a work in progress, and I'm just experimenting. And I would also say the ease of trying to change this is there. They had that in mind. I don't have to cut anything here. Everything's bolt on. If I want to chop this part off, I just take off a couple of screws and it's good.
okay. This is what it looks like. Totally.
Oh, I'm due pala for change oil in 5 kilometers. So let's start it.
Good.
It won't be as loud because I did not take out the cat. So it's kind of, yeah, it's still kind of.
Well, you really feel that it goes to the side when you start it up. This is epic. Like, wow. Smooth, It feels so smooth. It's driving so nicely. I'm not gonna be able to kick it into like top gear because I am not really. I'm just in the village. It says there speed limit 30 kilometers per hour. I mean, oh, I want to bring this out into the Parañaque Speedway. Of course, I was a little bit scared because Zach said that it had like a tipping point once you hit a certain angle, and of course I don't want to hit that angle. I don't want to take this bike for a spill. It's a freaking BMW. It feels so good though. Wow! I'm only in second gear. Shame! Woohoo! I'm only in second gear and it's like I'm like stoked out of my wits. Why did I turn in here? Can I bring it out? Wanna take it to the Parañaque Speedway? The pound shizzle! You just hear how happy I have to be riding this? It looks so freaking cool! Okay, I think I'm gonna take it one more round. One more round. Wow, the power. You can really feel this thing kicking. Freaking epic. So, thanks for watching this episode of Garage Visits. I'm gonna take this back now. Peace out. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you.
Woo.